cover the raid as the desperate search for Nancy intensifies. And joining me now is former FBI Supervisory Special Agent Jason Pack. I'm always glad to have you on the show. I know what expertise you bring to this conversation, so thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Laura. Good to see you again.
Yeah, I'm so curious about what you think, where we are, this whole back and forth that we've been hearing about, the possibility that the FBI and the local sheriff aren't working well together. The sheriff, confirming to NewsNation that things are just fine. And also today telling us that no arrests were made, no sign of Nancy Guthrie after the massive SWAT raid. So what do you make of the alleged friction, and what do you make of the SWAT operation we saw last night?
Well, Laura, I think in any major investigation like this, there are going to be what are called competing priorities, where both agencies go through a case, do things the way they normally do. And then when it gets to like, hey, where do I send the evidence? Well, we normally send it here, and the FBI sends it to Quantico. So they have to work through these issues. I've seen it in Boston. I've seen it in Alabama. There are all these types of major issues that they work out, and hopefully they've worked out before. Now, what's interesting, if there are any pieces of evidence that need to be processed, the private lab, do they wait till Monday and FedEx it, or does the FBI plane take it to the private lab, or do they take it to Quantico? So hopefully that is something they've already worked out before. If anything of interest have been located in these searches of both that Range Rover and the residence overnight.
I wanted to ask you about the chain of custody, especially when it comes to Nancy Guthrie's home. It's an issue that we've been looking very closely at because, of course, you've seen that there's been public access to the house after it was, it was taped up, then the crime scene was open. What do you make of that and the concerns about chain of custody? Do you think everything was done all right?
Well, I know particularly in larger investigations, you can always go back to a residence several times. I've been to multiple houses 3 and 4 times, maybe 5. When we go up and the FBI arrives to help the state and locals, they'll have already mostly processed that. But the investigative team coming in, the Bureau, they want to kind of take a look at it themselves. They may be looking for other types of things or capabilities that the sheriff's office may not have had, or more importantly, when you get additional information, when you get a tip, when you get digital evidence back, something like that that points to something in that house, you wouldn't have known it at the time. So it is okay to go back and do that. There wasn't any really hurry to release that scene, so that's a little bit curious, but I don't know if that's a Pima County operational procedure or not, but it seems like there wouldn't be that big of a hurry to release that scene, so we'll see.
As we're taking a look at this doorbell video, I'm so curious what your take is on this, because we didn't think we were going to get anything. We were told that, the video footage was gone, it was deleted, there was no subscription. And then the FBI was able to get with Google and do this, backdoor scoop of this information. So we're watching it together. The video is incredible. There could be more, right? I mean, we've heard that there were cameras inside of the home, on the back of the home. And then, you know what, Jason? I had somebody on the show at the beginning in our 9 o'clock hour, a forensic expert, a digital expert, who said that they took the camera, and it's possible that that camera was still going even after it was ripped off of the front of the house. So if we can even imagine that it could have picked up more as Nancy was being abducted. We don't know that. I mean, that's speculation. But, I mean, that's the type of technology that we're looking at and thinking about, especially when it comes to the FBI getting involved.
Yeah, and I don't want to undersell the work that the computer scientists from the FBI and Google, and through that private sector partnership the FBI has with all these tech companies and businesses, that really paid dividends here. And this probably will go down as one of the most remarkable forensic recoveries of all time, because it is unreal to believe they could go through and just find this in the Slack in a place where it was about to be rewritten. So really, really some good police work and some good computer engineering there through the partnership with the FBI and Google Nest.
Yeah, I mean, it really a huge hat tip to the FBI on that. It's really incredible. And again, we are hoping that we're going to see more video that comes from this investigation so we can all help and look at the images. And of course, that is a big part of what's going on right now, is asking the public to come forward. Do you notice something about this suspect, the way this person moves and bends over, and the eyebrows, all of it? Also, Jason, we just spoke to Gabby Petito's mother and stepfather and their family, of course. course, went through a similar situation where they were out asking the public for help. Her mom, Nicole, told me this level of media attention can be good, but it also fuels some speculation. Let's listen to some of that.
It brings you back. It's a little triggering, actually, to watch the footage. You know, every family would love this kind of attention, but this kind of attention can also bring speculation, conspiracy theories, misinformation. So it's hard for the family to just get through this. They're not sleeping, they're not eating, and we are sending them lots of prayers, and it's not easy to even watch.
That's Nicole and Jim Schmidt. How does public attention help or hurt the case? I mean, we all want information all the time, but is there a time where it can hurt?
Well, it's certainly a double-edged sword, and our hearts go out to the Guthrie family and to the Petito family there. But one thing you could see a positive from it is there's been thousands and thousands of tips that have come in, and so that is the public doing everything they can to support and love that Guthrie family in this case. So I think it can be really, really positive, but you want to make sure that they're prioritizing the tips that are coming in and you're matching that with evidence and information that you know that the investigators haven't put out publicly. Another thing is the FBI's Victim Services Division. They have a liaison between the family, so if the family has a question or we want the FBI or the Pima County Sheriff's Office wants to relay some information, there's that established liaison there with either the family or the family's representative. So you want to keep that line of communication open because maybe they remember something and want to pass that along. So you want to just always have that line of communication open, and they can also provide some faith-based and counseling type of things as that way too, if that's necessary.
Yeah, Jim Schmidt talked about that because he was working very closely with the FBI as he was on the ground in Wyoming looking for Gabby, and we know how important that is. Former FBI Supervisory Agent Jason Pack, thank you for joining us today and for your perspective.
Good to see you, Laura. Thanks.
Good to see you too. Thank you.